Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another beauty history style video. This is just something I've wanted to do for a little while and I just think it's really good fun. What I want to do today, as you probably can tell by the title, is talk about beauty patches, beauty marks. I'm not going to go into depth for the history here because there's a lot of history behind this, so I'm just kind of focusing on snippets of the history, if you like. So the other evening, I decided to make my own beauty mark. I kind of had a little think about what would be the best thing to do it out of. Obviously, historically, it would have been fabric. And then online, I saw that Hobbycraft sold sticky back felt. And I thought, wow, that's going to be really perfect. So I'm just going to insert some footage of me cutting this out now, along with some reference photos that I used along the way. There are all sorts of shapes that they used, usually crescents, suns, stars, also just plain circles, rectangles, you name it. But I had definitely seen some interesting ones and references to interesting ones, so I just kind of had a little fun and cut out a few that I thought would be really cool. We know that the ancient Greeks and the ancient Romans had what they would refer to as beauty marks, but in England and France it didn't really take off until the 17th century. The first mention we have of this is in 1653 and it is from the script Artificial Changeling. In this script it referred back to the fact that they knew that Romans had worn these in the past. We know from various sources that these patches were popular from the mid 17th century all the way up to Regency period, where it kind of lost its appeal a little bit. Things were becoming a lot more natural. It's a trend, they come and go. In France and England during the 17th century, there was a huge bout of smallpox and it left many people with pock marks on their face, and people wanted to hide this. In France, they became very popular and they were called Mouches, which means flies. Although we know they were used to cover smallpox scars, we also know that people wanted to cover moles, other types of scarring, and they also wanted to enhance the radiance of their complexion. So in France, we know they got bigger, so I have some bigger examples here. I've done a fish, just peeled it off the back here. Here. And a sun, where should we do our sun? Maybe like here. But in England, the trend was to wear more. I'm going to read out this great quote. This quote is from a Frenchman, Henri Misson, in 1719. The use of patches is not unknown to the French ladies, but she that wears them must be young and handsome. In England, young, old, handsome, ugly, all are bepatched until bedrid. I have often counted 15 patches or more upon the swarthy, wrinkled face of an old hag, 70 and upwards. So even those 70-year-olds were wearing a ton of patches. And then because we're doing bigger patches, I saw this incredible picture, I'll put it on the screen now, you might have seen it earlier, of a coach and horses across someone's head. So I'm actually going to move this fish and let's get this on. This took me so long to cut out. Honestly, it's not the most detailed. And in the picture it shows them across the head. Look at that, love that. As we move later through the 1700s, we know that women also put them on their neck and their shoulders. So I've got here a little flower, a little leaf to go with it. And I forgot I did this, but just for fun, a little Federation patch. Chris suggested doing this magic wand, which I kind of love. So most of these, as I said earlier, were made from fabrics, usually taffeta, silk or satin. These meant they could be attached very easily and also removed very easily with little damage to the skin. And they were kept in little boxes called, and I'm sorry, what a mouche? What a mouche? Which basically means fly box. All of these went back in the fly box. They're so easy to remove. And putting them back on the backing, but really you could pop them back on with eyelash glue if you wanted to. As we moved through the 1700s, people started using these patches as political statements or statements to show moods and to show eligibility, and they became a lot more like a calling card for the person. From French source, we have, this one means l'assassin, murderer. This one meant dignity. This one meant passionate. Right on the cheek is brave. On the lip, shy. Under the lip, discreet. Down here, a loner. On the laughter line, happy. And on the nose, funny or cheeky. Beauty patches really declined in popularity, as I said, after Regency period. These pick up popularity in old Hollywood during the 20s through to the 60s, and we see Hollywood starlets such as Clara Bow, Sophia Loren, Marilyn Monroe, Jean Harlow and Elizabeth Taylor all sporting beauty spots during this period. So that's beauty patches in a bit of a nutshell, to be honest. Editing Lucy here, I'm just going to pop in because the last little bit of footage I have, I filmed on my phone and I did not align it properly with the shot. So this is what it looks like. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. So I'm here to say I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like this, then please like and subscribe to this channel for more vintage vlogs, cooking, a little bit of everything really, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.